Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We're following some breaking news in Southern California. LAPD in a police chase with a suspected DUI driver. That pursuit is going on right now. Let's tune in to Fox 11 in LA live over this chase.
This driver obviously not making any signs that he or she is willing to pull over. Susan, I don't think we've heard if there's anybody else in the vehicle with that driver.
It's hard to, I didn't see anybody, but yeah, it's hard to say from this perspective. But yeah, going around any stop traffic, not really paying a lot of attention to what could potentially be coming in the cross section.
Sometimes when we've had our police analysts on board with us, they say this might be a person who's been in trouble with law enforcement before.
And therefore trying to stay free for as long as possible? Possibly. Is that the basic idea? Also, there is a very common trope that we use, which is that when somebody is on surface streets in particular, oftentimes it's because they know the area. And this vehicle seems to be, you know, kind of basically staying in the same general area. And that part of the world is not very far from the freeway, but it's also not super easy to get to. You have to know where you're going.
Are they trying to do a pit maneuver here? It looks like they're trying to be much more assertive in their actions with this driver. You saw a police car pull up several times near that driver if they're either signaling in some fashion or actually going to try to make a pit maneuver here.
Yeah, take a look at what he's doing right there. But that vehicle that the patrol person is following decided, oh, well, this is my opportunity then to make a right-hand turn, get away from you. But yeah, you do see that black and white kind of coming up very, very close. They have to make, you know, quick decisions on when it would be appropriate because they don't want to put anybody in danger. They want to make sure that there are no pedestrians around because if that car loses control, ideally they pit it one corner, and so the car will spin. And if they do it just right, they might not crash, but it might be enough to disable the car or put the car in a position where they don't want to move forward.
Or rattle that driver.
Yeah.
Shake that driver up.
How many times have we seen a situation where they've been pitted and then they just reverse so that they can get out of the situation?
Let's get some expertise from our police specialist, Tim Lynn. Tim, this is a dangerous one just in the way the driver is driving and kind of ignoring the signs and the street markings. And are they trying to pit maneuver this car?
You know, at one point when I first saw this, Christina, it looked like they were trying to get up to look in the vehicle because they were so far ahead. You know, because normally they just get to that fender right on the edge. You don't have to get much of the car to get it to go around. But to me, that one vehicle looked like he tried to go up and take a look inside to see what was in there. But the erratic driving back and forth and crossing over lanes and the lines and starting and stopping, got a pedestrian out there with a camera. I mean, that's your standard pursuit here. Yeah, trying to get that little clickbait for your social media. But also, too, when they start circling areas like this, you start bringing people out of their houses and into the street to watch it go by. And then the problem is that just causes more problems for the law enforcement because now they have to deal with innocent people being in the way. And then if this person's coming along and doesn't see the person out there with their camera, you can run over because he's driving at times blacked out and with no headlights on. It's hard to see people in those dark residential streets. But as you were mentioning about the pit maneuver, yeah, just get up on them on that edge of the rear fender and then take them on around. Normally when a car spins around and goes backwards, it has an automatic system in the computer that will shut the engine down, and you have to go through a reset process to get it back on. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. You're getting up in a driveway now.
Whoa.
Yeah, you just went into a parking lot. That's interesting. That doesn't seem very...
boxed in?
Yeah, you're going to be... Oh, door open. Driver's decided, I think I'm going to do a little dance and have my moment of freedom before police officers approach.
Well, hopefully they get up there quick enough before this person gets back in the car and drives away. And if they don't cooperate, then they're going to probably end up needing the less lethal or a taser. But at this point, it looks like they're trying to give her commands. Does look like a female to me.
Yeah, it looks like a female to me as
well. Commands to come back, and right now not cooperating. At one point, there you go. She knows the drill. Hands behind her back, went right to the ground. So obviously a frequent flyer they have
Perhaps.
This pursuit.
Or
Yes.
somebody who is under the influence and decided, hey, for my last few minutes of fame, I'm going to really take advantage of it. So she was dancing around like this is a fun thing to do, not something that is going to get her into some trouble.
Let's just note, she wasn't giving up. She got boxed into this pocket here where there was really nowhere to go. There was a vehicle in the way to the top of your screen there. So looks like this pursuit could have gone on for a long time, but now you have it over and nobody got hurt. That's the big thing.
Yeah, very good. Tim Lynn, thank you for your assist on this one. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good night.
We were just listening into that police chase in Southern California. We watched a little bit as they pursued that suspected DUI driver, and then the driver eventually getting out of the car, doing a little dance before they were taken into custody. We were watching that live here on Live Now from Fox.